Today I'll be talking about why you need to start a YouTube channel before AI fires you. So I've been running my business for 5 years, and over the last 18 months I've watched my entire industry collapse in real time. So in this video I'm going to show you why losing customers and getting undercut in price is actually the biggest opportunity you'll ever get, and how to build an audience that makes you irreplaceable. So I've run my video production company for 5 years, and about 18 months ago clients started disappearing. And it all happened very quickly. Budgets were getting smaller and projects were being cancelled. So I thought it was just me, maybe my positioning was off. So I lowered my prices to try and compete. But then that just attracted worse clients who wanted even more work for less. Every proposal that we sent just became a negotiation on price. So I started looking into what was actually happening, and I saw that equipment is becoming really accessible and AI is making production much faster and cheaper. Thousands of videographers are now competing for the same work. So I wasn't competing on expertise anymore, I was competing on who would do the work the cheapest. And here's what I realized: it's not just video production that's been affected, it's every industry, from graphic designers, copywriters, accountants, architects. And if the industry hasn't been affected yet, then it will be. So much of the day-to-day will be automated for every single business. So I was watching my business change really quickly. But then something unexpected happened. A client reached out and asked if I could help them build their YouTube channel. I'd never done it before, but I said yes, and I started making videos on my own YouTube channel talking about what I was learning and the results that I'd got. And within 6 months, half of my business's revenue is now coming from helping other business owners build their YouTube channels. And here's what I've learned: while AI might be commoditizing every other industry, it's making what people really need, such as trust and expertise, more valuable than ever. So here's what everybody gets wrong about this. Everyone thinks AI is the enemy. Everyone's panicking about losing their customers. They're trying to compete by being cheaper or faster. But what they're not getting is AI commoditizing your industry is actually the best thing that can happen to your business if you start building an audience right now. And I know that sounds insane, so let me prove it to you. So all throughout history, whenever there's been a big disruption, there's always a small group of people that see the opportunity and pivot their business and then become the go-to experts in that sector. For example, in 2008, Airbnb launched during a recession. While every other hotel was competing on price and offering discounts, Airbnb built something completely different. They built a community, they told stories, they made hosts feel like entrepreneurs and not just people renting rooms. Today, Airbnb is worth 75 billion, while most of those discounted hotels have disappeared. Netflix started in the 1990s as a DVD rental service, and they were competing against Blockbuster. And then when data speeds made it much easier for consumers to download movies from the internet in the early 2000s, Netflix realized that mailing out DVDs just wasn't a sustainable business model. In 2007, Netflix released its streaming service, which totally changed the way that we engage with movies and TVs. At the same time, Blockbuster is now going out of business. But this AI disruption is different from every other one in history, and here's why it is your biggest opportunity. First, the barrier to entry has never been lower to start making videos and building an audience. You don't need a huge TV budget or an advertising agency. You don't need to pay for media placement. All you need is a camera and an internet connection, and that's it. Second, the reach is unlimited. You upload a video and your ideal customers can see it for free all around the world. 6 billion people now have access to fast internet, meaning you can reach pretty much anybody in the world. And thirdly, AI makes all of this so much easier. You can use AI to research topics, help you write scripts, design thumbnails, even edit the videos. The very thing that is commoditizing your industry is the thing that makes building an audience much more accessible than ever before. But here's the twist, which no one's really talking about right now. As AI makes everything more automated and cheaper, people are really craving human connection and expertise more than ever. Think about it like this: everybody's drowning in AI-generated content, like cold emails written by ChatGPT, LinkedIn posts that all sound the same, and if people have a question to something, they can get the answer in seconds just by asking AI. But they can't get lived experiences. They can't build trust. When someone has a real problem that they need solved, they want the person who has solved that problem before and can share their experience and expertise. And that's the very thing that AI just can't replace. And this is happening everywhere right now. So while you're reading this, people are doing exactly what I'm describing. Vanessa Liu quit her corporate job in 2019 and started work as a coffee barista to help her pay her rent while she started her YouTube channel. In her first year alone, she got 100,000 subscribers and she made $500,000 selling coaching programs and digital products. 4 years later, she's made $8 million in revenue. She's not making money from ads, she's selling courses and coaching and programs to people who have found her through her YouTube channel and trust her. Karen Carr is a real estate agent in Georgia with 22,000 subscribers. It's not a huge channel. She posted a video in 2017 called 10 Reasons to Move to Savannah, and that single video has generated her over $100,000 in commission. And today, 70% of her business comes from YouTube. She films everything on an iPad. And Nick Sarif teaches people how to build an AI business. He uses YouTube to build up his audience, and then he sends people to his community, and he makes over $100,000 a month. He has no employees, it's just him, his YouTube channel, and his community. And there's countless of other stories of people turning their passion into businesses by using YouTube and building up their audience. For example, Tom Langhorne, who's one of my clients, runs around in the Scottish Highlands dressed in a kilt, teaching people wilderness survival skills. So he already had an audience when he came to us, and we helped him create a paid product, and he made over $30,000 in his first month because people already knew him, they trusted him, and they wanted to learn from him. So all of these people have figured out the same thing: you need an audience. And while everybody else is trying to outsmart AI, these people have built audiences that just make them irreplaceable. But here's what you need to understand: this window won't last forever. Right now, most business owners are paralyzed. They're trying to beat AI. They're maybe hoping that the market corrects itself. They're waiting to see what happens. That means if you start now, you're early. You're building while your competition is still trying to compete on price. The businesses that start now will become the established experts in their space. The ones who wait will be trying to catch up while paying 10 times more for ads. Now, let me show you exactly how to do this, because the thing is, most business owners overcomplicate the whole process, but there's 3 things you need and that's it. So let me break it down. First step is pick your niche. Ask yourself 3 questions. The first is, what problem do you already solve for people? Secondly, what do potential customers already ask you before they work with you? And thirdly, what aspect of your work could you just talk about for hours without getting bored? The answer to those 3 questions, that's your niche, and that's what you build your YouTube channel around. For example, it could be, I help wedding planners book $10,000 clients, or I help consultants turn their expertise into digital products. Maybe you're the go-to person for that one thing. If you already have a business, you know what problem you solve for people. The nicher, the better, and you can always pivot over time as your audience grows. Step 2, start creating before you're ready. What are the most common questions that your customers already ask you? Answer it and film yourself explaining it in a 5 to 10 minute video. And don't wait for perfect lighting or a perfect camera. Don't wait until you have time or you know what you're doing, because the truth is, your first 10 videos are going to be rough. Mine definitely were. Everybody's are. But the only way to get to video 50, where you actually know what you're doing and your audience is starting to grow, is to just get the rough ones out the way. So don't wait 6 months preparing to launch. I see so many people spend half a year researching equipment and taking courses and planning their content strategy, and then they never start. So the best time to start was a year ago, but the second best time is today. Step 3, you don't need millions of subscribers to make money. Here's where most people get this wrong. They think they need 100,000 subscribers before they can sell anything. But you can actually get sales from 100 subscribers. What really matters is, have you got results for people before that you can talk about in your videos? If you've been in business for a while and you have results that you can show, like client transformations and case studies, you can start with a high ticket offer right away. Maybe that's a strategy session for $1,000, or a consulting package at $2,000 a month, or a done-for-you service for $5,000, because the people watching your videos, they can see that you know what you're doing. But if you don't have a business or you're selling something new, then start smaller. What problem have you personally solved that you can now help other people with? Create videos around that. Then you can start small, maybe with a $200 coaching call or a low-ticket product. Pick the offer that matches where you are right now. So if you want help with anything that I've just discussed in this video, then you can book a call with me. There's a link in the description. Now, if you actually want to do this, you need to understand what makes YouTube content work for businesses. I was making one big mistake that was just wrecking my sales on YouTube. So make sure you check out this video next so you can avoid that mistake.